Hello everyone, there is 507 here, and welcome back Doki Doki Literature Club. And, well, here we are where we last end up. The part where we make the poems. Okay. Oh. We got Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri here. But Monica isn't there. There or something? Huh. Oh, nice. Let's don't even know. Oh, that's Gosford. Huh. That goes for Yuri? Fantasy. That goes for Natsuki. Special. Oh! That's a Sayori then? Imagination. Okay. Daydream? Heartbeat? Oh, okay. Please. Treasure? Huh. I think? Elves? Flying? Friend? Damage? Existence? Oh, it goes for Yuri. Ocean, nature, landscape, oh, memories, oh. Hi again, Kyle. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Oh, I am back at the Literature Club. Oh, and also, one thing I realized after finishing the last part, that the name I used for the character I am in this game is actually one that I got a character that I have, like, no. Not as a show, I make comics, and I got one character in my comics whose name is Kyle. That's the funny thing. Wait, that's a Pokemon character. Yeah. But yeah, Pokemon is not the only thing I do. Pokemon comics and such. All made in Gmod. So I'm like going to try and draw them. Anyways. Let's get this. I could hear someone coming home. I don't know. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh wait, oh god, what voice did I give her? Thanks for keeping your promise, Kyle. I hope this isn't overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you are not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, poor Natsuki. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Oh. She felt defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Alrighty, guys. Cat always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kat can become good friends too.
Sayori?
Hmm?
No words. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri, even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori!
Eh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sarah made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Oh. Yuri, don't be shy.
Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. Oh. Okay, I think... Yeah, I guess what I heard was... like someone outside shoveling snow. Oh, by the way. It's a bit funny how there's like... February... like, yeah, 20th day of February. Yet there is snow outside. But it shouldn't be. And in December there was no snow anywhere, just a cold. But now it's snowing. Okay. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it shouldn't keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it.
Oh. It's, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I will like, despite me not reading much. Great, thank you, I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Here. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I will look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around in the closet. Yep. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Huh. Did I mostly choose like for Yuri stuff? I mean, anyways. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Not saying this word. Carp. I'm gonna say carp. I'm not saying the word. I'm not saying that word. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spinning out. I'm utterly sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right? I think that's what I said. Good.
I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just
curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I shopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that you isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I will definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What is it about?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Gosh, I switched up the letters. There is an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets very strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kyle?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely lend you those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Oh yes, it does.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, numerous perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related the protagonist, they are made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up seeing something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it right.
You don't have to.
What are you talking about? What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to yours.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive? I guess that's how you say the word. I will say it written.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is not comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eyes. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she is reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I didn't mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own book. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh, bless. Yuri takes her left arm and holds... This thing right here! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I just said the same word before it even came. And that kinda looks like a creeper's face. Kinda. This thing on the board over here. With papers. Anyways. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? to turn the page.
Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over to Yuri's face again, and our eyes met. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. Takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you have been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. You continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own valiantly. Volition? I don't know. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Okay? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid of she will do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but you're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Kyle, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I don't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone.
My guys, you scared her. You scared Yuri.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her task.
Is that right? Is that alright, Yuri?
You look kind of down.
I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I will do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I will do a little more tonight. It will be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. Yeah. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I cannot really find much inspiration since I have never really done this before. Oh, the character, but I did it myself before, but that was a long time ago. So I don't know how much it stayed. Oh boy.
Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their palms. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a final from bleh. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Gosh, I need some water. They're all talking too much. I can't talk for so long without water. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. God. Gosh. I drank too fast. Gosh. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri can't talk! Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly, I just read it how I see it, compile as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Who should I show my palm first? Hello. I'm gonna show it Monica last, so I'm gonna show it. Yeah, okay, so first I'm gonna go for Sayori, and then Yuri, then Natsuki, and then Monica. Okay. So let's go. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
This is a good poem, Kyle. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. I am the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Am I the kind of guy? Okay, I accepted it wrong.
I guess you are right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you are really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I am standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Kyle. Deep down, you are not selfish at all. You know? Trying new things like this for other people, it's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motif here. But then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? Then will be my way of thanking you. That will be my way of thanking you, okay?
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you will read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
I will see about that. Let's see. Dear Sunshine. Okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh. Sayori. This is just a guess, but do you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't ever answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Be mean? I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how I should put it. It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I mean eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I will get all cranky.
Well, I guess there is no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Okay, got it. I couldn't know how to say that one. Gosh. Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yeah. So let's go for Yuri now. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Yeah, because I putting the stuff in it. Most things I put into it were things that she likes. Exceptional. I didn't mean to write it like that, but it ended up like that. Huh. What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
Aww. Yuri, don't be like that. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you were right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you have written a lot of poetry before.
Well, the person in real life did, but the person in the game didn't. I'm not much a writer, but I did write a few stories. I have a few stories. Gosh, so many stories that I started to write yet didn't finish. God, why did they lose inspiration? Anyways. There's like 3 stories that I uploaded. Nice. Really? No, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my palm again.
Well, I know that. I just meant
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more truthfully.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there was a specific writing habit that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separately from the topic matter and form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Okay.
Gosh, talking was so long. Gosh. I love these kind of games where I have to like do voices, but I can't do it for too long. I mean, okay, that voice is not that hard, but if I get to like a character that we're like going to have like a voice that is like hard too, like I had it in that other game, Afterlife, with that character, what's his name, the turtle with the mushroom umbrella. His voice was a bit hard to do continuously. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it will all come with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased? A little bit biased though. Biased? How? I don't know. Is this how you say that word? Anyways. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuli is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled grimly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, God damn it. Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, let's see. Ghost under the night. God. Honestly, this type of writing is what I can read well. So many of the letters look like other letters. So I don't really like this. Mad. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, baying, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hull of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of their present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I did as best as I could. Gotta get to lean closer to the monitor for that, to be able to read it. I am sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It's not bad, just the type that can't read. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
Well, it took you a long time to read it.
Yeah, because I was talking a bit. But how I have trouble reading that type of writing. Honestly. The way I write is like even a 5-year-old could read it the way I write. I mean, seriously. Anyone could read the way I write.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you with the ghost, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kyle.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really.
Yours was
impressive too, so...
Nah. If I think I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Oh god. Why the heck do I start coughing when I talk for too long? There's nothing with it, it's like, God. Gosh. Even by just reading a book out loud, it happened. Guess I'm not really used to reading out loud stuff. Because usually I don't read it out loud. It's just in my head. It's my eyes. I read with my eyes and my mind, but not with my mouth. I'll sing it out loud. I usually don't talk too much, so maybe that's too. I'm not too talkative.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kyle.
Me too. Okay, so now it's Natsuki. What?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked? I will pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you will like it.
Oh, because come on. Oh, the music started cute. Oh gosh. Monkeys can climb, creatures can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's all about it. That's about it. Okay.
Yeah. I told you that you probably will like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so sophisticated and stuff. Some people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of fun for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid.
God.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the birthday. Like I set up for a line at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
Okay, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something.
Oh god, why do I having trouble doing her voice?
I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Is wrong? Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, now it's Monica left. Yeah, now it's just Monica who's left to show that.
Hey. Hi, Kyle. Having a good time so far?
Ah, yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I am always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I will keep it in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in, until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your plan with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Kyle. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we will all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica like one.
Great job. Good job, Kyle. I was going to oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. A way it always counts me when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair.
Well, I guess it worked anyway.
Hmm.
I know that you realize this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Symbols? Okay. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. You realize it when you realize it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively.
Yeah, that.
both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nonsense. God, I don't know that word. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I don't realize though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I will end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I will let us see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased, I don't know how to say that word, toward their own kinds of style. But I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall? Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, the sparkles, products, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I will never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real, blind, like a film, left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retins. Shines? I don't know. Retinas. Yeah, my retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forward into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, that was nice. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. These a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing, emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? I don't know how to say that word. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or short story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it, then if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you will just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just nice, there is no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Okay. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh?
Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out. It really didn't come out that nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Oh, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kai did too. So based on that, I will kindly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I have spent a long time stabilizing my writing style. I don't expect everything to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kyle liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh.
That's not what I...
Yeah, you stood up as well.
Maybe you are just jealous that Kyle appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. How? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make
everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh gosh.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kyle started showing up. Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you as both of them. Oh.
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Kyle! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted or for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kyle.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand that, right, Kyle? How they get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they will probably think more highly of me. That's going to be Miss Hillary! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you are making your friend feel like this?
Kyle. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuli what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She will never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Yeah. Just stop. Sarah said stop.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy.
Oh no, she's crying.
My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they are amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki is cute and there is nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's moves are the same as they always were. Big and
God. Everything. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Gosh. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. I will make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. God. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as good as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I cannot even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You couldn't say that. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Yeah, get herself scared. That makes two of us. Huh? Hello? Lamb. Oh gosh. Yeah. Gotta stop for a second. God, why do they always have to come in whenever I'm recording? At least Dad always knocks on the door. But whenever it's my mom, she never knocks. Neither my brother. They never knock on the door. Just barge in. Why? You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knock. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she's saying. What she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I would say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Cal, how about you? Yeah, I would say the same. This was a neat. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something for your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems anyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with my newfound determination.
Kyle, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
No, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I have seen them fight like that. I promise they are both wonderful people. You You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, and that's all. I can see why they would make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Kyle, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kinds of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this. And Magdalena Palms! And that's the game! Time to save! Not impossible. Okay, so. Well, I'm going to end this episode here, so I hope you guys enjoyed the Doki Doki Literature Club. Leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe today for more. See you all in the next video. I really love this game. Yes. Most fejeztem be egyébként.